Today is 7th May 2023 and today is the World Athletic Day. It was first time declared by the International Amateur Athletic Federation in the year of the 1996, and since then all the world are celebrating this day to boost up the world athletic in different countries, particularly to the youth. And with this athletics is reminded me the one event that is called the relay race. I was quite fascinated to observe that relay race in my childhood. So what is the relay race? The relay race is that the one person after running certain distance just pass on this battle to the next persons in the same team. It continues. Generally, 4 into 100 or 4 into 400-meter relay race events were very popular, and it was quite interesting to pass the baton. And sometimes during the passing the baton, if the next person is not in the same race, he missed the baton. But and that is the learning from that. And if we do not pass our baton to the next generation, in that case there will be some gap. And instead of running fast, they will be backward. So, do you want our next generation to move backward? Definitely not. And that's why we need to pass the lessons. We need to pass some important lessons to the next generation so that they can be riding high. They can make their path of the uphill battle little bit easier because we have the experience. We can pass this experience to them and they will be benefited out of our knowledge, out of our wisdom, and they deserve it. It is not unethical for them to get something. So, what are the next three lessons, important lessons of what I want to pass to the next generation? I am going to make you learn in the next 3-4 minutes. The first of all, the next generation are too much worried about the future, what will happen, because there are a lot of competitions in the every aspects of the life. They are worried about that artificial intelligence are in the advent, and that with the coming of the artificial intelligence they are going to lose 1.4 million jobs in our country, India. It is inevitable, and everywhere, whatever job we are doing, they are threatening to get abolish completely that type of job. So there is no need to worry about or no need to cry over the spilt milk because technology is changing. If we are not being updated step by step, in that case, automatically we will be backdated. So, do you want to be backdated? Definitely not. If you don't want to be backdated, in that case, just ask your former generation what legacies to carry forward and what the learning you want to get from your previous generation. The first of all, I want to say the stop worrying, because only worrying will not brings about any solution. For any solutions, you need to have some pragmatic idea to be practical. You must be in the motion, but not be overshadowed by the emotion. You throw away your emotions, but it doesn't mean that you will not become sincere. You must be sincere, you must be focused, and you must try your hard in the correct framework. It is not the hard work, it is not the smart work, but in the correct framework, if you can work, definitely you can make your life smooth and you can control your life. You can take the bull by the horns, and that will be your success. And number two, the next generation. Next generation is quite habituated in the screens, I'm talking about the laptop screens or the mobile screens or the gadgets, there are less physical connections and less emotional connections between the people, and that is not good, and that further increases the stress in the minds of the next generation. And that's why I can pass the lessons that keep on connecting with the next generations with the love, with some mind of the openness, and with some feelings of connecting each others. And you can fix up your time of the screen at certain particular time of the day, but don't always be stick in the mobile keyboard or in the laptop keyboards, because physical work, physical games and sports are always be effective to maintain your health, to maintain your physical health and as well as your mental health. So if you can do it, definitely you will find the benefit in terms of the reduction of the stress and as well as this emotional contact and the undisturbed attention to the relatives, your parents, your grandparents, your uncles and aunts. It will give you the pleasurable sensation, the happiness. It will help you to forget all sorts of the worries in the life. So you can think about it to increase your physical contact connections with the people. And number three is that you must have to have the gratitude. Without gratitude, without the feelings of the gratitude, nobody rises high. And if you don't value the gratitude, you will be in the wild goose chase to find your ways of the success, to find your ways of the family, to find your ways for the correct connections with your family members, with your wife, children. And that's why attitude of gratitude is must in our life. If we can make our attitude right and correct, and definitely you will have the lot of the positivity in the mind, and you must be humiliate. You must be respectful to all the people, be it elder or be it younger. Everybody deserves the due respects, but it doesn't mean that you need to take the advice from everybody. For taking advice, you need to be very much selective. You need to find out whether the advice givers have their own credibilities or not, whether you will be benefited to solve your problems by taking that advices. And but in the outcome of your behavior and attitude, it should never reflect that you are rudely neglecting their ideas. You can take everybody's ideas, but apply your filter in your mind what to take and what not to take. And if you can do it, you can definitely get some positive ideas, positive advice, and this attitude of the gratitude and the respect, feelings of the respects and the feelings of the humilities are always useful. And that's why somebody wise people said some days, a long years ago, that if you want to be very big, first of all, you need to become very small. Actually, I have heard it from my teachers from the school. It is said in Bangla, বড় যদি হতে চাও ছোট হও আগে. If you want to be great, you want to have the mentality to become the small first. And becoming small means that everybody will give you the intimations and informations of what is necessity for you for make your life very smooth in your life. You can have the all input. Based upon those inputs, you can find selectively what is beneficial for you and you can utilize all these things. So, in summary, the three things: stop worrying, be positive, be focused and sincere. And number two is that the connections, physical connections with the people, love and the openness in the mind, communications. And number three is the attitude of the gratitude and the feelings of the respect. Become respectful to everybody, and feelings of the humiliations, a humility to everybody. So this is the basic three lessons I want to pass to my next generations. And just like the button of the relay race, they will be at the same pace with me to continue the run. And I expect them also to pass the button in the similar way to their next generations. So would you like to do it? If you want to do, if you do, you will be happy. Our country will be benefited, our society will be benefited, and everybody surrounding will be benefited to pass the right lesson to the right generation at the right time.